Welcome back to the Luxury Live Show, everyone. How are you guys? Of course, as usual, I have my co host, Kat L. And today we have a very special episode for you. We're going to take a look at a deeper dive in the new runway collection from Hermes, the Spring Summer 2025. When I first saw it, of course, my first impression for me, it was that it was so fresh. I loved it. And something very, I don't know. It was youthful at the same time, and I felt like it was a cohesive collection. But then Kat didn't like it as much, I think.
No, I didn't. I mean, if I look at it from just a runway show, it was pretty. I mean, there were a lot of nice pens, and everything seemed to be flowy. But I also looked at it as something that would I buy it? So I think that's why I was like, no, I don't think there's anything in this collection that would interest me. But of course, when it does launch in store, it could look different. I don't think I only see maybe 50%, no, not even, maybe 40% of the stuff on the runway. I actually get a chance to see it at the store. So that, and then the rest are things that are not, but maybe inspired or have some elements of color from the collection. So kind of looking at it in two lenses as just a show. Nice, pretty, but for me, I don't think there'll be anything that I would jump out and buy. So
Which I'm surprised because normally the spring summer is the collection that would be good for
I
your work
know, which
item.
is why I was thinking that way. I was like, wait a minute, there's so much leather and everything. Like, how? How am I gonna buy that
Right.
in spring
So
summer?
so the creative director Nadej Vane, I guess her inspiration for the current collection, for this collection anyway, was that she wanted to not just be like so androgynous, which she used to do in past collections. She wanted the girl to be like, you could be anything. You could be sporty, which is, a lot of leather details. You could be very feminine. We saw a lot of like the sheer fabric. And then you can also be very sexy. So there's a lot of like little tube tops, and not tube tops, but like little bikini tops and all that. But anyway, I loved it. So we have prepared for you some slides. So let me just share my screen. And we picked our favorite looks. Obviously,
Mm.
there were 60 something looks. We're not going to go through every single one of them, but these are some of our favorites. And so, yeah, we're going to go through them, talk about why we loved it, or why we didn't love it as much. I do agree that usually on the runway shows, they don't really put all of that in the commercial like they don't put it out in like to sell. Usually some things doesn't make it to the stores, and they usually have maybe a tamed down version of it, which is why I was so excited about this collection, because I thought everything was wearable, but maybe also it's more Four Seasons, some of the things, since there's some leather pieces and all. But I was really excited about it. So we'll go through some of Kat's picks first. And yeah, so
Okay,
this is the
yeah.
first look she
So
picked.
this is the first one, and I thought when I saw this girl walking out, I was like, okay, this is really sexy, and it's giving me a little bit of like I don't know, it's like a it's not a leopard print, like it's got all these detailing, but there is this I don't know, like a symmetry to it. So I like the shoulders. I like the fact. I think that's a zip. So I was imagining when I was looking at it, I think, oh, if they came out with this something similar, hopefully not leather, because I believe there is a lot of leather on this, but maybe a more, you know, everyday, ready to wear that somebody can buy version. I would consider this because I like the fact that it has, a little bit of sleeves. You could, zip it up a little higher. You can make it really sexy. And, she's really tall. So when I was looking at it, I thought, okay, if I was wearing something like that, it wouldn't be so short. So I could imagine myself, owning something like that. And it would look so good for going out, for dinners, or even work on like a Friday, actually work, any work day. It's really outstanding. So yeah, I picked this. This was one of the few out of 60 over pieces. This is one of the few that was like, okay, I like this one.
I like this one too. You know what I like about this look the most? So I actually like the detail of the
Mm,
leather and like I guess they call it like leather detailing. I actually like it. Obviously, that's going to add to the price if it's really the exact same piece that's going to make it into the commercial space. But aside from that, right? What I really like about it is, you know, usually when we shop the mini dresses at Hermes. They're usually so boxy. Like for me, I could
mm,
never buy them because it never fits my body style. I don't have a lot of like I don't have a lot of hips, so it doesn't push out in the right areas. It just looks like a block on me. So what I like about this one is that it's actually fitted. So even if you don't have all the shapes possible, it will still look so good. And even on this very skinny model. So that's what I really appreciated about this piece. It's not just a rectangular piece of cloth, which is so boring to me, but it's comfortable, of course, I know. But this is, yeah, so nice. And I also love the color palette of this collection. We'll see
mm,
throughout the whole collection, the whole palette. Even though there's a lot of neutrals, I was also happy to see some pinks towards the
mm.
end of the show, and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. It's not like a very like jarring pink either. It's a really pretty pink that it's almost on the red side. And also all the accessories and the bags and the shoes I also like quite a bit. So yeah, anyway. Okay.
Okay, similar, right? So this was the pattern I think that attracted me the most because it's simple, right? It's just straight lines and square dots. But I like this top and it came out in a couple of colors. I think I saw this and there was one more the opposite. So a more ochre kind of brown yellow tone ochre color, and then opposite the dots are brown. So I like this one because it's totally like what I'm wearing. Like, look at it. So if they come out with this, I think this would be one piece that I would get. It's sporty. You can dress it up with a similar kind of skirt. Uh, yeah. I mean, what can you say? It's sporty. It's simple. It's definitely summer appropriate. It's definitely Singapore appropriate. And I like this. I think this will be a pretty popular piece for a lot of us here in the Asian hot weather country.
It's clear that Kat and I have very different tastes. Although I do like this look, it's not something I would buy myself. But I do want to point out that this season, what I like a lot about is how they accessorize every look. So other than the detailed leather pieces on the garments itself, I also love all the belts. So if you just keep your eye on all the belts on all the looks, I really
Mm.
I'm just like so like every time I see a new belt, I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I knew I need this one, which is bad because I'm like, after I saw this show, I was already thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna spend so much money on this collection, not just because of the ready to wear, but also the accessories. So yeah, I love how they accentuate everything in this collection.
Okay. This look, I was trying to look for a close up, but I said, never mind. We'll just look at it this way. I'm This is not actually something that's practical, but I really like the jacket. I love how it just drapes. And let me tell you, and I was actually in Japan when I was doing these slides. So it was freaking cold there. So I think in that state of mind, I was like, oh, this would be such a great jacket. Would I buy it? The answer is no, I don't think so. I believe this is the leather. Yeah, so this is the leather one. It's not practical here. But if you maybe spring, I think something like spring would be great. Autumn would be great. This is such a gorgeous like leather jacket that look at how it drapes. Like it's the way the front section just folds. It looks like it's just molding to the body. It's so gorgeous, and the color is this. Is it like it's not a taupe, but it's
It's like
like an
beige Marfa or like beige
yeah, like a beige.
Marfa.
It's
Yeah,
so it wow,
it's like
one of
really
those colors that
my
looks
favorite
so
color.
gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful color, and I think there's some detailing on it. I can't really see think there's some brown detailing on it. Gorgeous. I just love the way they have dressed it up. The bag goes, you wear it with white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the asymmetrical closure. The only thing though, I'm kind of mad at it because I love this jacket too. Like I would totally, it's totally up my alley. The only reason why I'm mad at it is because after a while you can get tired of asymmetrical closures because it's not the
Mm,
classic version, right? Like it's not a classic jacket where it's like down
go
the
straight down.
middle. And so over it, like it's hard to tell, right? Obviously because it's a design. So in its own style, you can appreciate it. I just don't know the longevity of such an asymmetrical, like really on the side, you have to zip it up from the side, although it looks great. I also really, okay, I would never buy this. Meaning I won't buy her outfit underneath it because although I love it for the runway, because everything looks so flowy. Like this collection, when
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so flowy, so fresh. So very sexy, obviously, very like ethereal. Love the color, how it's kind of monochromatic, but still has some juxtaposition of the beige colors. But yeah, love it, but won't buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nice.
I
It's
actually
really nice.
really like the look. Like this one, when I saw it, and obviously in Japan, it was raining, it was cold. I was like, I would look so good. But yeah, you'd be walking down the street, you'd be like, wow, that is a look. But I agree. Like, would you get sick of like zipping it up this way? But I guess if you get used to it,
After
it'll
a
be
while, you
fine.
might. That's
You
the
might.
thing I'm scared of.
True, true.
Yeah, because I buy a lot of I well, anyway, I buy a lot of asymmetrical dresses, like the one shoulder, and
Mhm.
although those are not so bad, but like I do find myself getting bored of them sometimes because it's like a look, right? It's you've worn it one time and then the next time you wear it again, it's like the same. It's so recognizable. Whereas if it's the same classic, kind of cutting, it's not as noticeable if you keep wearing it over and over and over. So I don't know. It's I'll have to see it in person, I guess, if it's not too expensive when it comes out.
Oh, okay. Gosh, another jacket. So I love a nice jacket. Now, would I buy a jacket? I don't know. We'll see when the collection comes out. But this one gives me like a more, I don't know not even a century, the time, but it gives me an old school um English, like some kind of a pilot kind of jacket, with like a little bit of patchwork. If you'll be wearing that kind of like pilot helmet. So anyway, it just gives me a very old styled jacket, but for the ladies, it's still quite bulky, but so it's oversized because look at the sleeves, it's so like puffy, but I love the different colors. I love a bit of leather, so the leather detailing on the shoulder, especially the chest, and then at the sleeve, the cuffs, and a little bit at the waist, and then the rest of it is just material. Probably could be cotton, could be cashmere, who knows? But yeah, this look, oh, it will go with autumn, winter, summer. No, obviously not. No, autumn, winter. I think maybe early spring. Yeah, maybe early spring with the boots and everything. It's such a gorgeous look. Now, jacket alone, I don't know. Like, how would you dress it up? The jacket alone, but as a full look with the skirt, everything is one couple of colors. So pretty.
Mm. So when I saw this, the fabric, I think it's the same as the shorts that I have. It's like that denim, kind of that
Mm.
denim cotton material. So it's not quite like, I don't know, it doesn't feel quite like jeans. It's a lot stiffer than jeans, so it does wrinkle quite a bit. They do have a jacket, even the same season that I bought my shorts in. They do have a jacket, but the back has like a huge hole. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if you
How did you
remember
see
which
that?
one. It's like this same fabric. They made a jacket version, but the back is like a big cutout. and
Oh.
that ruined the jacket for me because it's, you know, it's a design, I suppose, but like it's not every day, right? It's sort of like the asymmetrical closure, but worse because there's a hole in the back. Maybe those are some of you who shopped the collection maybe remember, but so yeah, I believe it's the same fabric. I do like this fabric though. They do tend to repeat, like if something does well, I feel like they tend to repeat the same fabric in different garments and different seasons, and they're just reinventing this jacket. I don't remember seeing the back of this jacket, how it looks like, but hopefully there's no holes because otherwise this fabric is kind of nice on a structured jacket, you know? And I do like the leather detailing on it. It gives me very gladiator vibe, actually. Even the girl has like this very serious face. But yeah, I do agree. Everything together looks really, really good.
Oh, okay. I think this could be my last
Pretty.
piece. Yeah. Oh, this is such a gorgeous dress. It's okay, so I love this dress as a look. Now, how many? It's a little bit like maybe the jacket, the one with the asymmetric zip. It will be one of those that how many times can you wear it, right? Because it looks classic, but because it's sheer and you know it's a pretty sexy, simple piece. I don't know. After a while, will you get sick of it? I think it's really pretty, but I don't think you could wear it like multiple times. Not as simple like a straight, simple dress. But anyway, let's put that aside. I think it's so pretty, so sexy. I love the detail because you can see a little bit of it. And then I see the cutout at the side, the slits. When you walk, the dress just flows. It's so gorgeous. And then again, kind of like this zip detail. You want to be sexier, go a little lower, higher. What do you think of this one?
Oh, I
Maybe this is
actually really like this one. It's true because it's see-through is not as versatile, but you can easily wear like you could wear like a tube top with like a slip underneath, basically. So like a mini skirt slip, then it's not gonna look as good as this, but it's still gonna be quite nice, I feel, and it would become more versatile. But yeah, other than that, if you are going for the see-through look, I think it's gorgeous, especially not with these shoes. Even though I like these boots, because these boots they're on like all the looks basically, right? I actually like these boots. But I think it needs a nice pair of heels for this. It's gonna look so good for an event.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, I could see
Probably
you.
won't see. I feel like there are a lot of pieces on the runway that once the VIPs or the VVIPs see them, they're sold. Which is why maybe when they do launch it at the stores, they get the first. You never see it. We never
Mm,
see it because it's already
possibly.
gone. it's already sold before you even hit the stores.
They probably pre-order.
Pre-order. I mean, with the essays. I mean, at the point when this girl's walking down the runway, it's sold already. I'm sure. I am sure. It's so. I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to not make it. Yeah, unless it's just for runway. You know, some of those pieces that are just for like LV does a lot of that, right? Just for runway because it's the whole theme and look, and those pieces they just never make. But then I'm
Yeah.
sure Hermes makes most of them because there aren't any weird pieces. Maybe there was one runway that has weird gladiator shoes. Remember that one?
Oh, there were some sandals that was it looked incredibly uncomfortable and hard to walk
Yeah, I
in.
think that is just for the show. I don't think I've ever seen it ever
Me
launched.
neither. Yeah.
So,
Thank
anyway,
you. So far, oh no, there's more.
I don't remember this one. Oh, okay, yeah, now I remember that. This is the pants. Okay, this is a pair of pants that I would look out for at the store because they look so good for like work. So I I think so. Based on how she was walking, I think it's going to be the same material that the shorts that we have. Either that, a little softer, and the way that the waistband is a little thicker. I think it's going to be. It looks quite masculine, but at the same time, yeah, at the same time, it looks so feminine because the whole pair of pants just flows. It came out a few colors. I think there was it was another like a darker brown when they were walking on the runway. Good one. So I haven't bought any pair of pants from Hermes. I will be looking out for this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. I also really love the belt on it. I'm just like looking at the belt buckle. I'm like, okay, I need this
Mm.
one. Ah, how many belts do I actually need, right? But yeah, it's just so cohesive, the whole like monochromatic look, including the bag. Even though, okay, we'll talk about a little bit about the bags later. This is the plume. I I don't know how I feel about it. And also,
Yeah.
please share so far how you guys feel about this collection because I obviously, we can't expect whatever is on the runway to be an exact replica of what's going to be in store, which is why when I look at the runway, I could see where the inspiration is from. So I could envision what kind of collection is going to come out in store, which, from the color palette and from just the different pieces, that some of them are actually really wearable and could just literally be the exact version coming out. But about this bag, I'm not so sure. I know that it's from the archive, but I don't know how I feel about it. But anyway, it's very clean though. I like it. Oh, I
Okay.
think this is the last slide.
This is not about the look, but I mean, it's a gorgeous look. But what caught my eye was the protest that was happening at the back. I mean, I don't remember this part. Maybe I was zoning off, but yeah, they
Maybe
caught
they try
this
to avoid
right.
it.
They tried to post it. Like, I mean, this what website when I pulled this picture out? I mean, they could have gotten another one to post, but they had to post this one as one of the looks, right? The 63 looks. And yeah, so it's not the look that I was like, oh my gosh, I had a lot of things to say about it. But yeah, there was a protest happening, and I was just looking at her. She's totally nonchalant, like whatever is happening behind me.
It's funny. Okay, thanks, Kat. Okay, so all right. So I just talked about how asymmetrical closure. I'm like kind of mad at it, even though I love how it flows and its design. It's a design, right? It's how they want to make it special. So when I saw this trench coaty thing, I was like, wow, so cool. It's more than just asymmetrical. It's like zigzag almost, and so many buttons. Is it going to be the most practical thing? Obviously not. But I don't know why I like it. Again, it's just the vibe, and I think it's the flow. It's also the color palette. It's also the fact that they accentuate with belts. And I don't know what's that little costume she's wearing underneath, if that's a bathing suit or not, or if it's just the same bras that they were all wearing. But um, I'm also looking forward to what kind of bathing suit they will have because yeah, big fan.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so I just like it. It's just the flow.
I think they're trying to. Okay, so yeah, the jacket, and then I think they're also saying they're bathing suits for this because it's spring summer, right? So there are going to be a lot of swimsuits or two piece. Yeah, it's a nice look, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm agree with you. I'm not sure about the jacket, right? Would you get one jacket like this? But as a whole outfit for the runway, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, I just hope that when the jacket makes it out to the store, it's a little bit more simplified, like not literally a zigzag closure, because that's a lot of buttons to to clasp, okay?
Yeah, you'll
And
be like, it'll be one of those like you gotta clip, clip, clip this way,
to
and
go
then
all
once
the
that's
way
done,
like
you gotta clip, clip, clip the
zigzagging.
other side.
But but the thing is like maybe it does look really nice and it's kind of not even a jacket but a dress. So in that way, maybe then it's going to be even more attractive. you know, like right here, they're kind of featuring it as a jacket, which understandably is a little busy just because of the closure. But if it's actually a dress, or maybe you could just wear it as a dress and cinch it in, then it's kind of special. So we'll see, you know, we'll see. Okay. So obviously they made these pants in so many colors. And to me, it looks like a denim, actually. I don't really know for sure, but it looks like it's that stiff cotton denim that in the brown pair of shorts that I own. So we'll see. But these pants, again, just, I don't know, just very modern, I suppose. They made it in so many colors. This pink is so fresh. Somehow they accessorized with the belt but above the pants, so I guess they have the same bathing suit underneath. And then anyway, sometimes I'm literally just looking at the accessories, but I think as a whole, because it makes sense and it's cohesive, I like it. You know, it just makes you kind of draws your attention. Even the way she's holding the bag, even though nobody's gonna wear their bag this way, obviously, it's not gonna work out. But yeah, really modern. Really like it.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice look. And I saw these pants as well, and I think it's the same pants as I was saying. Oh, I like this pant. It's similar, but maybe a different material, or could be the same. Could be, but
Yeah, it's
on
hard to tell.
her,
I feel like it's the same
it
because
looks.
this, yeah, I feel like it's just because it has like a rigidness to it. So I feel like I feel like
It
it's a
could.
cotton denim.
It's just maybe a different material. I'm not sure. They kind of look the same, but what I no, look on her, right? She's wearing it like a low waist pair of pants. But in reality, when we wear it, it's gonna be like right at it's we're gonna wear it like higher.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna look so long at your hips. I don't think so. I think when we wear it, because we're not model skinny, I think more average people are not like stick thin like that. It's gonna look super shapely, but yet keep you like it's still gonna keep that form. So yeah, guys, if you're looking for pants, look out for this collection. They've got quite a few that's not so crazy. And also I feel like it's a little bit more slimming, because I feel like the last few pair of pants that they've pushed out, it's more, what's the word, like flare, like it's more bigger on the legs. This one seems to be a little slimmer. So
Yeah,
very
everything
nice.
looks so much better on skinny models, right? Tall,
I
skinny.
know.
But it's all good because yeah, because they have to do it for the runway and it has to be a certain flow, but on real people then it'll look different for sure. Okay, I had to pull out this look. First of all, how nice is the picotin bag on this look? It's like I'm just like staring at the bag. I know this is a bigger size one, but it just looks so it just looks so elegant and yet so casual and comfortable. Okay, obviously I'm not saying that, you know, I like this look because of the bag. It's part of it. I actually like the jacket a lot. See, this is what I
Mm,
mean by a simple classic. There's quilts, you know, there's details on it, right? That makes the jacket, but it's also a simple in the middle zip up, side pocket. That's what I mean by classic. A classic cut, you will never get rid of. You'll never get you'll never need to get rid of it because the style is out of date, or you'll never get tired of it because it's a, you know, you kind of seen it, been there, done that kind of thing. It's always going to be relevant. And so that's why I really, really love this jacket. It's kind of, I could see this being worn with not just this really ethereal look, but with jeans, with just all kinds of stuff, actually.
yeah. I really like this too, but because when I looked at this jacket, I was like, oh, leather. But fingers crossed, they make a similar cotton version. I'll be buying it. Like if they make a similar cotton version, because it would be so good. So I think this the commercial, right? The one that's gonna go out to store, you will see some bombers. I need another I need another bomber jacket, a plain one, because I've been using the one that I got. You have the same one, right? You have the same one?
No, we don't have the same ones.
Oh,
We
I
have
thought you had the
different
same.
season ones.
Okay, so yeah, I have the black one, which I've used so much every trip I bring. But I'm looking for something a little bit less patterny. So if they come up with a plain version similar to this but in cotton, I'll be there.
Yeah, the only drawback of the leather ones is that not only are they really, really expensive, but obviously it's not going to be good for all kinds of weather. For us,
And
it's going
high
to be fine.
maintenance, I think. High maintenance. Because you
Mm,
it's I had, I mean, and I'm obviously speaking from, you know, my experience. Uh you gotta keep them almost like handbags. You gotta really keep them
it's
protected.
your weather because I don't have
Yeah,
to do
then
anything for mine.
yeah, which I'm so jealous of, because I always wanted a leather jacket, and I got one from America years and years and years ago, and I loved it so much. But I don't get a chance to use it very often, so they do end up in the cupboard a little bit, and they got moldy.
That's so
So
sad.
I can't let that happen to an Hermes leather jacket. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. Yeah, for us, the bags and the leather jackets, they're totally fine. It's just us. We get all dried up. We get all wrinkly, dried up. Our skin is itchy. We get cold. That's the only drawback. But
but
the
you
the
know,
leather goods
Amy,
are
this
fine.
jacket's a good one. You should actually consider. I mean, if you see it and you're like, oh my gosh, this would be such a good Birkin bait.
It's a really nice one.
It's a
If you
really
make it
nice
into
one.
the store and it's available in my size, I'll definitely consider it. I
It's
mean, looking
gorgeous.
at the
It's
whole look, right? I could totally replicate this look in a way
mm,
because the bag is just so good looking. It makes me want to buy a bigger picotin. I'm not
this
even
is my
joking.
favorite kind of color. Like, go back to the jacket. This shade, this like pukey brown, like pukey
Oh, you like
brown.
this color?
It's
No, I want
this
something
is
not like that. Not this
You don't
color.
like this color? Oh my gosh. This
No,
is
it's not
the
that I don't like
best.
the color, but it won't. It will wash me off, I feel.
Oh, okay. This color, I mean, based on, you know, on image, right? Obviously, in real life, it may look different because pictures could be different from the material when you see it. But this color, this exact color, is such a good eyeshadow color. It's like the best. It's like the best base color because it's very flattering on most skin tones. Most.
If I were to get this jacket, I would hope it's the same beige as earlier. That
The
really
next one.
no, this is still very orangey, which it could
Mm.
work. It just depends, but I really like the beige argyle type of beige.
Ah, okay.
That's really the kind of beige that works on me. Not only is it still bright, it's still brightening enough for my skin, but it still contrasts with my skin. Okay, moving on to this look. Again, the the leather belt. Oh, so cool. And the jacket. So again, I don't necessarily think that I would go and run and buy this jacket, obviously, but I just love that they made the design so interesting and just so cool, basically. Yeah, I think that all says it all, basically. Like this jacket is one that I would buy. This not necessarily, but I do like the look of it.
I agree with you on the belt. I feel like that's the main. I mean, obviously the jacket's the main thing, but there's something about this belt that just pulls the look together. Because the look, I mean, it could look just like, okay, nice jacket, but I feel like the belt is a bit more
Statement.
edgier. It makes it look edgier because, you know, it's just a jacket, pair of pants, but the belt, because it's got all these, you know, metal pieces on it, it does make it just look a bit more like, not grunt, yeah, edgy. Edgy, that's the right word, edgy.
Yeah, the belts make all the like without even this jacket, right? Could be something else. It makes the whole look. It makes the
Mm.
statement of the whole look. So, yeah, love it. Okay. I had to pull out this look as well. Again, the flow just so nice. Love even how clean the boots look with the whole like her outfit is fine, you know, just a little sheer, but the jacket she has on, this very like trench kind of vibe. So good. The whole thing. Even though it's so simple, it's like the most simple look I think out there. Again, she's also wearing the picotin, which, oh my gosh, how good is the picotin in these looks? It's just somehow works. And yeah, the fabric is just so flowy. This I'm excited to see how it if it will make into in the store. Although this model's super tall though. This jacket's so long, so maybe it still won't fit.
I
But
do wonder if these sheer pieces will appear on the
yeah, I
actual
don't know. Yeah, because they're not
I feel like it's
practical.
not. It's I think right. It's like those weird gladiator shoes. They just make the look, but I feel like it's obviously the jacket, the boots, the bag, but it's actually the inside that's what's gonna sell. Because if it's just this sheer dress hanging at Hermes, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Maybe it's a good maybe they'll sell it under the, you know how you need a bathing suit, but then you need something over the bathing suit just to
Mm,
kind of lounge. Maybe that's what they'll sell it as. I'm not sure. They could
mm.
totally do that.
I'm not sure if anybody would pay like
Oh, some
for
people would pay.
for a sheer.
Not the most practical people like us, but some people would. But yeah, love this look. So flowy, very nice. Okay. Jacket, same thing. Really love the whole vibe. In fact, from the side, we can see that this jacket is leather. So it's gonna be really
Mm.
expensive. I just love again, I don't know if I love in particular, like, oh, I must go and run by this piece. It's not like that. It's more like the whole vibe. I do like it all together, even though nobody will dress like this ever, like a bathing suit underneath with a belt and then a leather jacket on top. That's kind of overkill. But I also love the bag that she's carrying with this super cool strap. If they sell this strap, I would be interested. I
Mm.
need it for my Kelly 28. Make it a little
Yeah.
bit more kind of utilitarian.
I'm interested in seeing the swimsuit line in spring summer to see because last season they were more they're actually pretty plain. There were some colorful ones, but so far most of the pieces that came out, I mean, at least on the runway, all plain, right? Plain brown, plain this brown, this ochre color. Whether they'll come out with something that's a bit more, like their scarves, tons of things happening. Yeah, I'm interested to take a look.
Unfortunately, because I've been trying to buy another piece of swimming suit from Hermes because I'm going on a trip
Mm,
and there's going to be a swimming pool. So I was like I'm actually trying to buy swimming suits at my store, but they've been sold out since, because I bought
mm,
mine in the winter time, because that's when the summer collection comes out, right? It comes out in store in the winter time. I
mm,
bought mine in the winter time, and then when I wanted to buy more, like I want to buy more now, but it's not out. It's not out yet.
mm,
And it's very frustrating. And like I think last time I asked about swimsuit. It was not on display or anything, right? I just said, "Oh, I'm interested in some swimming suit," and then my essay had to go inside and just pull out whatever is in my size. So I couldn't even see all the different style that they had. It's just whatever is in my size. She pulled it out for me to try, which, it is what it is. But maybe better luck where you are, because obviously it's hot all year round, right? So here they just stop selling them when the
mm.
season's over, when the collections kind of comes in and then people buy it off, it's over and there's no more. Oh, I think that's the same look. Yeah, so it's the same pants I wanted to show, same as the pink ones. Just because this is even more neutral because of the color. So this is the kind of beige that I can pull off, not the orangey camel. Like those are so much trickier for me, for my skin tone. When it's too like camel or caramel, sometimes it really doesn't work on my skin. So this would be a much better color for me. Yeah, the
this is
pants and
gorgeous.
the vest is nice too. I just don't think that it's not an piece, although it's a nice statement kind of top. But I don't know. I'm not like super into it. I am more into the pants for sure, and the belt. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this look. I love this look so much because the skirt is so gorgeous. So this, yeah, kind of just reminds me because I have the same fabric in the shorts, the denim shorts. It just, when I saw this, I can tell that the stiff structure of this fabric would work for this skirt. There's something about longer skirt this season, or I guess it's kind of trendy now. Like the longer with one slit in the middle is it's very sexy, very classic, very kind of elegant at the same time. But you can also wear like running shoes, sportier, nicer, not like gym ones, but like kind of the lifestyle ones, and it will still work. And I can totally see these skirts being sold out as well, other than the pair pants, obviously. Yeah, I love it so much.
It's really pretty. I'm just wondering how would the leather part be like, but
Not washable. You have to bring it to the dry
not
cleaning.
washable. Yeah, sorry, not practical for me.
Bring it
But
to the dry
beautiful.
cleaning. That's the only problem when they add leather pieces, unless it's a small, tiny piece. Because I did have a lot of jackets, like winter jackets from a Montreal brand a long time ago. It's called Macage, and they put a lot of leather trims on it. And I did bring it just to the regular dry clean, which is not ideal, but because it's so small, the pieces, it doesn't matter. But on a bigger piece like this, I'm not sure. You have to bring it to specialized leather dry cleaning. But
How
I love
nice.
it. It's nice. Same thing with this one. So this, okay, this, it does look like it's suede,
It's leather.
maybe. Yeah, this one is for sure smooth leather. This one looks like suede. But again, it's the same skirt, really, but just different. I mean, a different fabric, different color. Oh, but so nice. I love this skirt. And I see how she, like the top. So, okay, this top looks like it was the jacket earlier, but maybe this is actually a top. And you just have to button it out. Or maybe it was like, remember the first look that I showed? I said, if you just button it all up and make it into a dress, maybe that will work. So this is kind of the vibe I'm going with. You could go with these kinds of jackets, right? Maybe they're thin enough that you can wear it as a top or as a dress, tucked in. Yeah, so cool with the buttons and everything.
I like the skirt. I think the skirt's really pretty. Just that to make the skirt look a little different, it has to have two sections right at the waist. Because if it's just plain, it's nice as well. But I feel like that belt section gives the skirt a bit more life. So
yeah,
very
the
nice.
devils and the details for sure. Actually, I really like this shirt. If they make it, I would be interested. Okay, so this is the trench coat. I think this is definitely the shirt. You can see the lighter fabric. So this is definitely a coat material. And again, I like the flow. It's just very nice. I don't love the color because again, this color doesn't work on me. It might work on a lot of people, but just not on me. But yeah, I love how it just has this like trench coat vibe, but it's not so overboard with tons of detail. It's just enough. Simple closure and yeah, very neutral.
This one doesn't look like it has an asymmetric.
No,
like
it's just
straight
a
down, right?
regular closure, but it has the trench coat flaps. It has like a bigger one and then a smaller one, which is interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. Even the pants.
For me, this is maybe not practical, but it's gorgeous. I actually, you were saying about belts. This was one belt that I was looking at. not as elaborate, but I thought this was like, oh, they had a few looks with this design. I think one was white, this color. I'm not sure if it's a new belt, practically. Not, it's just a simple belt, but somehow I was like, oh, maybe because it's shiny. Something that the shininess caught my eye.
It's a very
When
classic belt. I'm definitely
yeah.
more drawn to the special belts like this.
Mm,
Like, well, this is the same belt, but just a different color. This also a different color.
mm,
So like I'm definitely drawn to the more kind of like
ornate.
interesting buckles. This is more classic, which, you know, is everyday look, which is great too.
It's so shiny.
Oh, next. Ah, another skirt. This is all
Mm,
leather. It's so cool. You can see where I'm going with, right? Like this, all these looks are, they're all very similar in a way, just a little bit different. But yeah, it just catches my eye, and I can totally picture myself wearing this. It's so nice. And then of course the belt. This is the it must be because I have the bracelet. It's the small, it looks like the small CDC version of the belt. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me.
oh yeah, it does, isn't it? Yeah, it does.
It's so cool. Okay, I think we're approaching some of my. Oh no, wait! I have some more slides. They're more like the bags. So okay, this is. Does it look like the same pair of pants, or is it different? I don't know why it's on a different model, but anyway, this is the pink pair of pants. I think it's a little different because it's a different look.
Mm.
And I like the kind of rouge ash belt on it.
I think
Maybe
it's a
that's
different look because I feel like this is a bodysuit. Because this one just looks like one piece, and right underneath the belt, there's this
maybe.
metal thing that's hanging there.
Yeah. No, they actually have that in the pants too. The
Mm.
metal thing is on all the pants as well. But this could be a bodysuit. You're right. It looks like it would be attached. Okay, so these are just I think it could be before or after the show when they took some photo shoots. The bags, oh my gosh, the bags are so cool. Again, it's not like I would buy that reverse Birkin, but I don't know why when I saw the second bag, the picotin in the larger size, I was really really attracted to it. The other ones, they're okay. They're okay. But yeah, very very leather heavy as we can tell, but also you can see, right, a bit of sporty, a bit of
Mm.
like sheer sexy, and a bit of just classic, like the trench coat. It's very classic. So there's a bit of everything for everyone. Okay, these are some of the bags that I liked during the show. Again, the very big size picotin, there's just something about it. I'm not even into big bags, but I like this bag a lot, obviously, because I have one. But I'm like, I never really thought about getting a bigger size. But after seeing this collection, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I should think about it.
I like the shoulder Birkin.
Have yet to see it in person, actually.
Oh, so
I've never seen
cool.
it in person yet. They don't have it on display here. Maybe in Europe they do. And then the reverse Birkin is just like, okay. It's interesting. I don't think I would buy one. Not that they would offer me one anyway, but it's nice on the runway.
It's huge though, that
Oh
picotin.
yeah, it's huge. That's probably really big. And then these are some other bags. I love the Kelly, so classic. And that's like a soul black Kelly as well, which is so cool.
Mm.
Yeah, and the plume, I don't know. It looks very, I don't know how to call it. Vintage. I'm not
I
into
don't
it, but I
think
think
the
it works for this
yeah,
collection.
you don't like corners, right? And
And I
I
don't
know
like
it,
zippers,
whether
so
it's this way or circular.
Yeah,
I think
I
you'll get
think
tired of it after a while. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I think I'm showing it also because I'm like, oh, it really looks good on every model. Maybe because they also matching the color. So obviously it's gonna look
Mm.
nice, right? But yeah, I'm definitely not like gonna run out to ask about it because yeah, it's okay. It's more vintage looking to me. So anyway, that's our picks, and our calendar is up on our community post. So check it out. So does everyone think so far?
Yeah, is anybody eyeing anything that like must get during when they launch? I think for me, I the few the few things. So for me would be to see um the swim line, see if I can
Yeah.
snag any. The pants, I'm interested to see, but I'm also weary that because they are big pieces, what's the price tag gonna be?
Yeah.
I mean, would I pay 3,500 for a pair of pants? Eh, very unlikely unless it's so spectacular. Then a jacket. I think the bomber jackets would be something to look out for in this coming season. Um, not sure if I would put money down if they have leather and material. Just from a practical standpoint, I don't mind if it's all like, yeah, I don't mind if it's all cotton, obviously, but yeah, if they have leather detailing on it, probably have to think twice. Price, I mean, if it's jacket, you gotta like sort of set the price aside, right? But practical, the upkeep and all that. But yeah, the rest, let me see. The dresses, they're nice to look at. The skirt would be nice, but I feel like it will be with the leather detailing. I don't think they would make just to sell because Hermes is not that kind of brand. They want to make sure they follow their code of ethics. Like I must do this. It cannot change. So they will definitely have leather. So it'll be nice to look at. I think yeah, those are the three parts I'll look for. The shirts, based on the runway, if it's all these button up stuff, I'll look at it, but I don't think it would be something that I would bring into my collection because I think I might get a little tired of it. Like so many buttons to handle all the time. Mm, yeah.
I'm mostly looking forward to the the ready to wear looks more fitted. Because that's
Mm,
one of the gripes that I have with Hermès ready to wear. Not all the time, but a lot of times there are things like I tried so many jackets from this fall season that I was truly interested in buying. There was one that's like kind of like a blazer kind of jacket. It's an outerwear. It's kind of like a blazer, but I went all the way down to size 34, which is the smallest size they could order, and it's still so big. And I'm just
mm,
mind blown. Like everything is so oversized, and I just feel like you just look like a blob, and it doesn't feel like ready to wear when it just makes you look like a blob, right? It just sure, yeah, the oversized is in, I know, but then you want to feel like it's nice. It can be a little oversized, but still kind of have that fitted look, and that's what I'm looking forward to in this
mm,
collection. Um, oh yeah, the pants they do look a bit baggy, but obviously these models are wearing them in the bigger size because they have long legs, first of all, and also they're wearing them a bit low waist to kind of showcase the belts, I suppose, because there were a lot of belts in this season. So yeah, the other thing I'm looking forward to is the belt, the accessories. I'm even interested in the boots. They're kind of nice. And I'm actually interested to see how all the sheer tops and sheer like dresses are gonna look like when it comes out
mm.
in store, because it'll be interesting if it's if you can easily just like put a slip underneath or like a little bralette and make it work, that will still be really, really gorgeous, especially if the material is really nice and durable. and not just like flimsy material, right? So I'm really looking forward to that.
Elaine saying the pants is gonna be 4K. I'm sorry, I'm not getting there. 4K. 4K is ridiculous. I
It's
mean,
possible because even the ones right now, because they have the denim version, they had the denim version, not here. They didn't order it in Vancouver because I asked. I was asking for my shorts, but like the pants version, but they didn't order in Vancouver. They had it in Europe, in the Europe site, and it's, I think because this is the first time they did it, the price is lower, but it's gonna get higher next year, right? So, and plus they added leather details, so it's probably gonna be around that price range. If not, at least the threes. I think, yeah, at least the 3,000s. It sucks. I know. Even me, like, I like their leather jackets, but like, you look at the price tag, you're like, well, it's gotta be really, like, first of all, it's gotta be really nicely fitted, and it's gotta be really, 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 really nice. Like, so nice I can't resist but buy it. It's gotta have that. Otherwise, it's not gonna be worth it, right? Anyway, going through some of your comments. JW Miller, I'm actually really into the sheer stuff. Yeah, I'm into too. Like, I guess, yeah, we'll have to see, right? But from the show's perspective, I just loved it. It's not like, you know how some shows, they're sheer, but then they also don't look practical at all. For some reason, in this collection, it looks like you can make it work. It just depends, right? It just depends how they really are in real life. Yes, add a slip, bralette, whatever makes you comfortable, and it could work. Definitely. So one of the sheer kind of
long brown, dark brown sheer dress.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the one. Beautiful.
There's one little Chanel top that I have that has a sheer fabric. And all I wear it with is like the Victoria's Secret barlette, and no one ever tells me that, oh, it's sheer, I can see your tummy. Like, no one actually ever told me that. Their VIP is gonna wear it to go to jewelry show or the next runway, probably. Yeah, totally.
This one. Blue Egyptian Lotus asking, would purchasing H ready to wear alone be sufficient to get a QB?
I don't know. I think it depends on your store and depends on your essay. I feel like there's so many stories all across the board. There's some people that have a really, really easy time, and they only buy one kind of stuff. Like, they don't buy any other category, and they're totally fine. Whereas there are other people that spend a lot, like high ratio, buy from every category and still have a hard time getting bags. It's really hard to tell. But usually ready to wear is very favored, I would say. So probably, I would say.
Yeah. I think for my store in Singapore, it's not about, okay, maybe at the beginning, if you are a new customer, maybe yes, there's a bit of variety. But I feel like if you have bought for quite a while, it's the amount, how much you've spent. So if you just buy ready to wear and you hit whatever limit that your SA has set for the quota bag, they don't really care anymore. And ready to wear is a good area because, I mean, a lot of ready to wear don't get sold. And that's where when you go to sales or half price.
It doesn't sell itself, so they probably favor it a lot for you to,
so if you buy a lot
come on,
of ready
just
to
buy
wear,
it all.
Get that $20,000 jacket.
I'm sure they have no issues if that's all you want to spend on. I'm sure they have no issues with that.
Because I think a lot of people would like, even myself, I will make a beeline for, if I had to pick, right? Jewelry, watch, ready to wear. it will be in that order: jewelry, watch, ready to wear. It will ready to wear be really down the line, because yeah, they don't, if they don't work, they really don't work. At least the first two, I can wear, I can get a lot of cost per wear from it. If the clothes are a little bit too seasonal, yep, hard to wear. So
Yeah, obviously everyone's different, right? Like we have members who share that they buy not just like the ready to wear that they receive, but they actually custom make ready to wear. So
oh,
obviously that's a different level of clientele, and like there's all kinds of clienteles, right? And I think it just depends on who you talk to. And so I'm not surprised if there are some people that just buy ready to wear. I'm sure that happens. I
yeah.
happen to like clothes a lot, so I do like ready to wear, but I just have the issue of their fitting. Their fitting is all over the board, man. It's like some seasons it's very tight, some seasons very like so big that like even the smallest size doesn't fit. And some seasons are just so boring and you've seen it all already and
Mm,
it's like the same thing. So that's why this collection I thought it was a bit more interesting. And yeah, everything didn't look so like boxy and big, but who knows, right? We don't know how their sizing is gonna be. Again, we'll have to see.
yeah.
Clara, I love these pants because they're pink. I'm biased. I know. The pink looks. I didn't show so many pink looks at the end, but like there were a few pink looks at the end when the models came out. So I encourage you to just just Google the show and watch it. It's only like 10-15 minutes. Um, it's really nice, like to see the whole show. They walk by
You know,
so
if that pink came out in, let's say, a mini plume or a
mm,
mini bolide, that
mini
pink.
bolide. I would.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah, that would be a nice one. I would even like, oh, I get that, because it's not a girly pink, and it's
It's a
not like a
nice pink.
boring dark pink. It's actually very in the, it's a very age appropriate for me pink. Like because for me it's hard to wear the girly pinks. It just doesn't go with how I would dress on a daily basis, and maybe my RBG face. But that pink is just, it's just nice. So I think on a bag it will look, any bag, a Kelly, a Birkin,
Yeah.
plume,
I
mini
really
bolide
hope
will be
they
super
make
cute.
Yeah, I really hope they make a lot of
Age
things in
appropriate.
that pink. You know what? Even Rose Mexico, which is a pink that they've already had many years, that's a nice pink. And it goes if they make more things in Rose Mexico, I'm sure it's already a very popular color. They just don't make enough, or at least I don't see enough of the colorful stuff here, leather good wise here. It's always just neutrals.
So funny. Age of birth, come on, I'm still young. I am, but oh my gosh, I had like two people say to me, like, you got a lot of white hair. Like, I've got a lot of white hair. I know, and I'm not bored. So like, I've got. Oh, I'll show you here. My
You all have
entire like,
white hair, it's fine.
girl, like the
No,
entire my
mine too, and
entire.
mine are all underneath. I think because I just wash my hair, so it looks bouncy and it hides it, but it's all underneath as well.
I'm
Everyone's
getting
gonna
the,
get
you know,
them
the
eventually.
X Men. What's the girl? What's that girl's name? The X Men, the one with the white strips.
Oh, you just need to get some highlights if you really wanna hide
No,
them.
I don't plan to dye my hair anymore. I'm going all. I'm doing the uh white. I'm doing the white. Storm. Thank you, Storm. So I'm getting the storm section. It's insane.
It's better than me. I usually just have, like, one sticking out right in the crown of my head. It's, like, really bad. It's, like, usually that one short one is
Yeah,
always that
I know what you're
I
talking
hate
about.
those. So when I see it, then obviously I go with the mascara and I color it, but sometimes I don't see it and nobody tells me and it's just sticking out the whole day and I'm like, "Damn, I wish someone told me," you know? 'Cause it's easy, like, if it's just one, you can just use mascara and then color it, it's fine. But, yeah. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. When I just wash my hair, then it blends in pretty nice,
Oh,
so
my
it's
white's
fine.
all coming out. Ugh.
It's all good. Jen says the crotch looks really low, would only look good on a model.
True.
And then the waist would go up to my bra. Well,
But
I
I
guess
think
if you're
in
really short,
reality,
then
we
you're
will
a
wear
little
it
shorter.
properly. It will wrap around our, you know,
Rib cage.
normal hips, and then it will actually go up, right? Yeah,
You know what? It's
naturally
so
go
true
up.
though, because even the and I refer back to the same shorts I have because they're paper bag shorts, so I think it's okay that they look a bit baggy. But it's true
Mm,
that they're really, 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 really high waist. You can wear all the way to my rib cage. But I think as long as the hips fit,
mm.
right, and it flows like not like a too baggy, and they can just tailor the bottom, like the length for you, then it should be okay. I think that's what you need to try. That's why you need to try it.
Oh, let me pull this question from Margie. Margie. What do you guys think of the color Rose Texas?
I think
Let me see.
I like it, but I like Rose Mexico more. But I do like it. Let me see, just so that we can show it as well.
Is that wait? I think that's the one that has more blue in it, right? Pinky
It's
blue, like a
kind of
magenta.
orangey, also. Like,
Oh, that's not the one then.
hold on, let me see if I can just pull it out. The original website. Yeah, there you go. So this is in the Bastia. Okay. See, this one is in
Okay, okay.
So it's a little bit more red or a bit more orangey, but it still has a pink undertone. So I think I like it in like certain bags. I think it would look really cute in a mini bolide. It would
Yeah.
probably look quite good in in a mini Kelly. But I like it. I definitely do like Rose Mexico more though. That's for sure. But I do like it. It's not so like some pinks are too dull or too light. Like the light is nice for a lot of people, but for me, I don't know. It doesn't work with my skin tone. Again, it clashes. This is nice. It's a nice pop of color. This is orange, right? Hold on. Yeah, that's orange.
Yeah. Oh, that's orange. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's orange. Anyway.
Nice color.
Yeah.
The Rose Texas. Rose Mexico is the one that has a bit more blue in it.
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
You know the pink rodeo that I have? That's Rose Mexico. Yeah.
Mm.
Hold on. Oh yes, I know. It totally reminds me of the Chanel quilts, which may be the reason why I like it too. But it also looked like it was a nice fit and a really like classic cut and everything. Just a really nice jacket. Come to California, not too dry or moldy. I know California has nice weather all year round on top of that. Definitely. Although my friend was because my friend lives in she lives in North California, so like San Jose area, and I think the other week they were saying that it was like 100 and I don't know, 100 something degrees, which is equivalent of like probably 40 degrees here. And we were telling them, "Oh, you can come here. It's only 15 degrees." It's like so cold. Well, for them it would be a nice refresh, like a break, I guess, but us it's been rainy, kind of cold. Today is actually much better, but it's still only 16 degrees, but it was sunny, so I went out for a walk, which is nice.
Ugh, 16 degrees.
I know. I had to wear fleece, and then I had to wear on top of my fleece, I had to wear the wind jacket, which also is a rain jacket because, like, good thing I did that the other day too, because I went out, it was only drizzling, and so I had a rain jacket. I was like, oh, that's fine. And then it started pouring, like you could not even see the road. It was pouring so hard, and the thunder and everything. I came home, I was literally drenched. Like my inside of my jacket was fine, but then my shoes were all wet, my socks were wet, my pants were wet, my hair was wet. It was very bad, but it happens. But yeah, it's only like 16 degrees, 15 degrees these days. It's pretty cold already.
So I was in Japan last week. Was it last week? A week?
Mhm.
Yeah, this week, and also ending of last week. So which is why I wasn't around. But it was raining, and when I checked the weather, it was like light drizzle. But they were like in the middle of the holiday. It was precipitation, raining basically
Yeah.
whole day light drizzle, and there was wind. It was so freaking cold. We were not ready for cold weather. I think the degree was like 17. I was dying. Okay, I was like, what am I doing here? I need a leather jacket. No, just kidding. But it was just extremely just because I think when you had the wind factor in, it's chill. It's like bone chilling, right? When the wind just snaps at you, you're like, ah, kill me now. Then
That's
you
the
got
weather here all year round except the summertime.
and then this got rain. And you're like,
Because
I
the
can't.
rain makes it like humid, but it's a
Mm,
cold kind of humid, so it goes through the bone. And
nasty.
also, which is why you need a rain jacket here. The rain jacket that also cuts wind.
Mm,
So that alone will really, like, it's not gonna make you warm, but at least it doesn't get, like, the wind doesn't go through you. And the wind
makes sense.
also is with the moisture, so like it just cuts through it really. If you're wearing like a thin something that like just a fabric that just goes through, you're gonna
Yeah,
feel it in your bones.
feel it. Both of us were like, me and my friend were walking. We're like, and then when the gust of this bone piercing, okay, wind just came, we were like, oh, we're dying. Dying.
Yeah, I don't know if how many, maybe not so many East Coasters are watching right now, like East Coast from Canada or USA, because because I used to live in the East Coast, so I know the weather there as well. And they always kind of make fun of Vancouverites for like, oh, you guys -10 and you're like, puffer and all this jacket. But that's because the winter, like the kind of cold here is like the piercing, like it goes through your
Mm,
bone kind of cold. Whereas back in the East Coast, even though it's -30, yeah, it's really cold, but it's the drier cold. So it's still really cold, don't get me wrong, but it's, their -20, 30 is similar to our -15 here. So it's very different. It's a very different kind of getting used to. You need a different kind of jacket for it. But anyway.
Jen sharing that her side was 40 degrees.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I said.
freaking
That's
hot.
what my friend said. It's like 100 something degrees, which is 40 degrees. And I'm like, yeah,
It's
come
really
here. It's
hot.
15 degrees.
It's very, very hot. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
when we get 40 here in Singapore, we get like, I mean, on a regular day, regular hot day, it's like 35, 36 regular. And we're like, okay, because it's a humid hot. So it's a really like hot. You just feel like, oh my God, I'm sweating, 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 sweating. But it actually, when you sweat, you feel you cool down, right? So it's hot, but it's uncomfortable. It's a bit messy, and you just feel like being cooped up. But over there, your heat is different because when I was there, and I think we were at Las Vegas, and it was hot, but the hot is different. I'm unable to
I
sweat it
think Las
out. So I
Vegas is different from California, though.
yeah, oh, okay, maybe it's more like humid, but when it's hot there, there's some places in the state when it's hot,
Yeah.
it's such
Las Vegas is like
dry
an
heat.
oven.
I feel like I'm cooking from the
Yeah,
inside. I feel
Las
like I'm
Vegas is an oven.
I prefer the Singapore heat. I complain about
Mhm.
it, but I take Singapore like tropical heat anytime because you can sweat, and when you sweat, you cool down. But the
Yeah.
heat over there, oh my God, it's like desert heat. It's like no.
It's dry. Yeah, it's dry heat. It just makes you Yeah, you still sweat, but then you also get very dehydrated, I guess that's
Very,
what
you
it is.
don't sweat. You just somehow you can't sweat it all out. You can't be drenched. There's no drenched sweat.
Getting cooked.
It's just like it's little sweat, but you're drying up so quickly. Like, what's going on? I feel like I'm in an oven.
It's all good. It's all different, I suppose, yeah.
Dry
Joe
sauna.
says, I felt like this collection was quite contemporary for Hermes. I'm used to so dowdy central for age, and this was refreshing. I know, I really
Well,
felt that way too.
but Hermes has been, I mean, since that and I remember that collection, that gladiator weird platform shoe collection. I felt like from that collection onwards, they're doing something. They're trying to change it up a little bit because that collection had a lot of that movie, that Fifth Element movie. You know, the straps on that girl, that white straps. Obviously, no, they did not. They did not launch that. That was just for the show. Like the tops and the pants with a lot of strings. And then ever since then, every collection they've come up with has a little bit of some modern, a little bit more out there.
Yeah.
Not sure, yeah, but true, like it's still it's still nothing like the rest of the other luxury houses. They're
Yeah, and
trying.
I
They're
don't think
trying.
it'll ever be like them either. I feel like they stay in their lane. They always go very, like in a way, very conservative, but in a way
Mm,
also, I think you can age with the clothes better. Like I don't know. I think when we used to say that, oh, Hermes style, at least the ready to wear, is like so grandma-ish. I think it means that like the style is kind of like it's not trendy or anything, but it's probably it's probably easy to wear for any age in a sense that you're not trying to impress anyone, but it still looks, put together. Obviously, as long as it fits you well, right? Because in the end, that's what matters. But
mm,
I think that's why I always felt like, at least in the past, I always felt like, oh, it's just like it's always these prints. It's like kind of everywhere. But now I feel like they are modernizing definitely, and it's more refreshing. And you can still look very timeless, but have kind of catch up with the the day and age as well, and just be kind of fitting in a little bit more with the trend, but not go too far. And that's what I like about, at least from the show, because like
mm-hmm.
all the looks are still very neutral and looks very wearable, other than the sheer part, which I think they did more for the show, right? But even the sheer garments, some of you are looking forward to buy them. Like Blue Egyptian belts make all the difference. Necessary style from me. I think I saw you say that you're gonna buy it. Oh, there, JW. I'm likely gonna pick up a sheer piece. Yeah, I honestly think that this collection is so well done. I was kind of surprised when I saw it. Like usually my first impression is just like, oh, okay, I gotta like watch it again so that I can really zone in to see what I like. But this one I literally just saw it once and I'm like, huh, I kind of felt like I liked everything. That's kind of like
Mm,
the feeling.
mm. I mean, I'm more like when I looked at it, I think, like I said earlier, as a runway, I was like, wow, very pretty. But because I was thinking, like, would I buy anything? It's like, okay, here and there, here and there. I have to really pick, right? Really pick. And I feel like for Hermes, even from the past collections, it's because um, it's still, okay, I won't say so. It's still so tailored for not really tropical country. So really, really must pick. Like some collection, no, some brands, I feel like that you can find more that's more where season this like here appropriate, this weather appropriate. But Hermes seems to still has like more European your side, which is why you will find like, oh, I love everything I can wear. But here's like I'm looking at like, maybe the pants. Then look at it. okay, I think this top can. This jacket, gorgeous, but I think, so every time the runway, I mean, when it launches at the store, spring summer is the most, like, that's the one where we can pick the most. Shorts, stuff like that. But when it comes to fall and winter, it's like 6 months of nothing to buy until the next
Yeah.
collection, right? When we go for the sales, that is what we see. Majority of the things that are on the floor, the sales floor, are all the long pants, the cashmeres, the jackets, the long trench. You will have a blast. I'm like, still expensive, even though it's 50%, because I can't wear them all the time.
Except, except we have the other problem is that we don't get to go to to an Hermes sale. Actually, it was kind of funny because after you talked about the Hermes sale, then the week after I got an email, but the sale is in Toronto, which is like 5-hour flight. I'm not flying there just for the one day, like the one slot timing to go to the sale. It's like insane. And then I asked my SM, like, is there one here? She's like, no, it's just in Toronto. I'm like, duh, of course. Like, it's like useless. Why they're even emailing us? We're not even there. So yeah,
You
I think
might
a lot
fly.
of people,
Some people would go.
just to fly 5 hours just to go to a sale. No thanks. You might not find anything unless you're already going there for a trip, visiting friends or family. But yeah, like even if I lived in Montreal, if I were to drive, it would still be 5 hours as well, 5.5, 6 hours drive. I still wouldn't do it. I don't have that much time.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Maria, I agree. So Maria's here. Still Euro, East Coast, NYC. It is. And or even like China, because they have a huge huge business there. But China has a different kind of weather system, right? They have winters, they have that. So it's great. Because even some of their pants and all, the cut perfect, but then it's wool. Cashmere. Like, who the heck's gonna wear wool in Singapore? And if you think about it, you get thin wool. You're like, paying wool price but for thin, so challenging, so challenging. Pretty to look at, but not the most practical. Like LV, and Chanel, I can actually find more things like jeans, cotton pants, thinner material. Obviously, the price point is way off, but there's that balance in terms of material that they use. Yeah. Oh well, it's okay. Save my money.
It's actually funny you say that because I have a harder time finding, maybe because of just the market here. We only have one store of each. And like obviously the popular size, I'm like probably one of the popular size, Asian popular size. Like I can't ever find anything that is like in the, nice piece, but also not like gonna break your bank type of thing. It's actually harder. I even find Hermes to be kind of hard to shop unless I was there. Literally, I'm lucky I just got there that day. They got it in. Like that's how I got a few of the things that I got because, and I know already. Like in my head, I know I'm like, okay, at this price point, if I didn't buy it, like if I came back tomorrow, it'd be gone because, it's.
Do you?
It's probably,
And speaking of jeans, like I don't think I've seen jeans in Hermes since we started this luxury live show.
I haven't seen jeans. Yeah, I haven't. Which is why I was asking about the pants, the denim pants, the same fabric, but they didn't order it here. It's kind of hard, huh? They don't really. I guess it depends on the buyer of your store and maybe just how big your store is. They don't really buy everything, so some things we see all kinds of unboxing from like European countries and I don't know other countries, and I'm like, I've never seen this here. It's not even available.
I spoke to, I think it was my old essay. I asked I remember it was my old essay, and I said, why? Like, why bring this woolly jacket? Because it was hanging there. It's big, woolly, not woolly, but like kind of like thick, and then thick leather jacket to Singapore. And I said out loud, I said, this is gonna be hanging here and it's gonna be on sale. And my essay was like telling me like some of the pieces they don't have a choice. They have to bring in. So for every season, they know in Singapore the buyer has no say. They have to take it because it's it's like the showpiece pieces of
Mhm.
the collection. So like let's say this collection, what are some of the show pieces? It would be like the trench coat that has those buttons, right? So it may not sell. Like the buyer will look at it like, damn, I don't, but they
Oh, it'll
don't
sell
have a
here.
choice.
It'll sell
Yeah,
here.
but they don't have a choice. They have to take it because because it's such a showpiece in the runway. If they don't take it, and when they do the first day or second day, people kind of like, where's that jacket? Like they want to see it, but they not necessarily will sell. So there are a lot of pieces. I think in some of the seasons, they stay there continuously, and
Yeah.
they don't have a choice.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Do
Then
we
they'll
have
end up at
any?
the
I
sale.
don't know. I feel like our stuff here sells pretty well, but I don't know if it's because 'cause they're hiding it so that you don't see that, oh, it's not available, so you think that everything's sold out, or if they really did sell everything.
Okay, you didn't go for the sale, yeah. Okay, so do you remember there was one season, maybe was it 2 seasons ago that we did the live, and there was this really very colorful, almost like peacock. You know, it had the pink and blue, and like the patterns look like eyes. Do you remember that collection? It was like black, a lot of black, and then pink patterns. It looked quite psychedelic.
Okay.
You remember that? Anyway, it's one of the showpiece, like showcase, because when you see the
Yeah.
collection, very plain, very, single color. But then towards the end, like this pink, but towards the end, they had very patterny, lots of pattern dresses, skirts, and all. So they actually showed up in the store. And I remember looking at it, like, oh, this is what it looks like in real life. I'm not sure anybody will buy this. Sure enough, during the recent sale, boom, a whole section of it. I was like,
Oh,
it's here.
wow.
Dresses, skirts, jackets, that same really peacock-like pattern. We even talked about it. We were like, oh, this is really new, really interesting. But we even said, like, not sure if this is evergreen enough for you to drop that kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
money.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
the pattern's too busy, that's always a problem. Like,
Mhm.
sometimes it works, but
Yeah.
a lot of times, even I mean, I actually got bored of patterns after 2 seasons. That's why, I bought 2 T-shirts with patterns, and then the next season, I'm like, "Nope, I'm not buying." I'm buying plain, I got bored. I even bought black and white, and it's not even that bad, black and white, right? And I'm like, "One is enough." And then the
Hmm.
other I
Mm.
think after the second one, because the second one I bought is kind of like that, it's like beige green, and that's like the kind of color that's just like, it almost washes me out. It does actually, unless I have a full face on, which is why I'm like, no, I'm going just with neutrals. They always work. They never go out. Like I actually wear them more, right? So, which is actually again going back to this season, at least this collection, a lot of neutrals and just plain, like plain is good. Plain is good. Oh, I'm actually seeing a lot of people love the bag, the plume bag. So Joe wants to get one, Clara wants to get one, J.W. Miller, uh, Eileen wants to get one. Wow, so many people. I could see the appeal. I just don't know. Like, I know I'll probably get annoyed at the fact that it's like zipper, and then you have to like find things, and I don't know. It's cute
No,
though.
I
I
think you
like
see it.
it.
I think you see it. I haven't seen one in real life, like touched it, played
Mm.
around with it. I think it's cute. Mm, I don't know.
Yeah, the big size. You know, I actually had a chance to try a really like it must have been a 30 something size, really big size picotin in my store. That was like early during the pandemic years. They had one on display, but it was so huge that when I held it, I was like, this is bigger than me. Like if I can crawl in it, I can probably fit like part of my body in it. If I could, actually, it'll fit like my little nephew in it. Probably most likely. He's 6 years old. It'll fit him. It'll definitely fit him. It was so big. I think a 22 would be quite nice, at least for me, for my frame, for my height. I think it would be quite nice.
Clara's got a good point. Jeans are not really that equestrian. Yeah, that's why you'll never see jeans. You'll never see regular.
Not too many, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen any, but
oh, actual like blue jeans? No, never.
no, yeah,
Blue
jeans.
never.
I'm talking just regular cowboy blue jeans. No.
I mean, they do wear jeans though, but they're usually
seen, like,
more.
jean skirt.
I haven't seen jean skirt either.
I have. I think almost
like blue.
Yeah, blue, dark blue.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was through early part of the pandemic. I saw on I'm following one on IG, and she bought it because it had a bit of like leather detailing on the belt, the waist, and then it was this longish blue, dark blue skirt. But that was like oh, Hermes makes jeans, and I've never seen it again.
Mhm.
Never. The standard blue, just denim material. They are really stubborn, aren't they? They're like, those would just, it's like Chanel. They fly off the shelves because everybody likes them. But no, they say no. Like what Clara says, it's not equestrian.
In a way, I'm not mad at it because if you want to find jeans, like every other company makes it, including ready to wear and like boutique and just like, high street. I think if they don't want to make it and it's not like their market, like they I don't know if it's not their market or not, but like in a way, I don't mind it because if I want a non-jean pair of pants, I know I can go there and find. Even though the idea is nice that if they do make it, then I'm sure a lot of people would buy. At least that's what I think. But if they don't make it, then it's okay, I guess. Because jeans is such a personal thing, and plus, like I feel like with jeans, everybody they need more than one pair. You need a bit of like every kind of shape and style. So it's hard I think it's really hard for not specific jean companies to make jeans that are that would sell out or is easy to sell unless you're specifically really into the brand. Like I think Chanel, they have their market because everyone wants to see a CC label, CC logo on their jeans. So in a way they sell themselves because of the branding, right? But if you ask me, if the CC logo was not there or the Chanel branding was not there, I don't know if I would really buy them. Like, okay, they might be nicer material sometimes, but there's a lot of very nice jeans out there from true denim companies. And they have all kinds of styles that are way more versatile. So it's hard to compete, I think.
This if Hermes does jeans, there'll be leather patches everywhere, leather pockets.
And it should. It would make it
not
nicer.
Practical. So again, don't bother.
Make it detachable. Yeah, truly. Like make it detachable, then yeah, it will be people will buy it. They will never do it, but
if they were to make jeans, right, in the same concept of how they make their pants, can you imagine how gorgeous they would be? Like it will make you look like a horse, okay? Long. But I'm pretty sure they will add some metal detailing at the buckle there, at the belt loops, They add some leather patches at the back pocket, and you're like, dang, I can't wash the jeans now. I have to
Yeah,
dry clean.
well,
I have to
yeah.
dry clean my jeans. Like, are you joking?
Yeah. I do wash a lot of my dry clean clothes myself though. But
It'll be
I know what you
hard because
mean.
that leather little pocket there. How are you gonna protect it? Oh,
Yeah.
annoying.
You just have to sacrifice the leather. It'll still be fine. It'll just look a bit wrinkly and dried up, you know.
Clara, it'll have stirrups.
Yeah.
It might have things hanging off the jeans. And then it'll be detachable and then we can hang it on our shoulders. So I when I went to Japan recently, so with my friend who is a huge, like she is, if there's a one Chanel thing, she's got him. She's like number one fan. So she buys a lot of jewelry, both costume and fine, and she has a lot of she just buys a lot of ready to wear every season. So when we were going out, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna wear my Chanel jeans." she's Chanel girl, like Chanel. She just loves it. And when I was looking, I was like, wow, these are really nice pieces. And she said, like, if you pick right, because she's all into ready to wear, and even Chanel, there are really subtle pieces that I don't remember seeing as well, because she's collected them over the years. Like really nice, like a long skirt. When you go closer, you see the Chanel detailing, but up like from afar, you don't see it. So there are pieces like that. But maybe if you're a VVIP, you see them, and then you actually at the store you don't get them anymore. Those pieces that have more longevity to it, because she's had some of them. She said, "I've had these for years." It's like, wow, yeah, you won't see them. They're gone. They're gone to the. They don't even the essays already. How do you say they keep
They
them
think of
already?
the customers.
Yeah, they're already like, oh, hey, this one is for you. They already kept that aside, right? They don't even reach the floor of the store. So as we walk in, you're like, oh, everything not wearable because all the wearable pieces are gone.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about the mini bolide. Let's see what's this. Okay, there's a question. Blue Egyptian Lotus is asking 22C. 22C. Okay.
Oh, a while ago. Okay.
Small pink Sakura classic flap or mini bolide chef pink Sakura. Okay.
Oh.
Would you say hands down the mini bolide? I think H pink Sakura in chef really pops more. Interested in everyone's opinion. Wait, 22C pink Sakura. Which one is that? Let me take a look. Which one is that?
It'll be hard to find, but I'll just imagine that it's just around the same color, like very light, ethereal pink, right? I'm trying to think because we saw Blue Egyptian Lotus. Oh wait, were you? Oh no, you were not. You missed you missed the live last week. Because we saw a lot. We actually got some pictures from Blue Egyptian Lotus. She was showing us her Chanel hauls, and so we can tell she's a big Chanel ready to wear girl as well. And I'm trying to like use that and like, but I obviously she also likes Hermes, but I'm trying to like try to picture which one would look better or would pop more, I suppose. It's a hard one, huh? Because I think
It's
I don't know.
Chanel's
Is it a
most
caviar?
popular.
Is it a doesn't matter, I guess, huh? Because a Chanel classic flap in that color, if you love that color, is so pretty. Oh, it's just so pretty. Like mini bolide, I love it to death, but it's a very simple bag. It's so like plain, right? In that color is very pretty though, I have to agree. And especially in Chev. Chev is so nice. But it's so plain. And so I feel like they are such different bags that you need both.
Yeah.
That's my answer. You need both. Yeah, I think they're both really nice. I think the H Sakura pops and Chev. Yeah, they both do. I don't know if it's hands down mini bolide. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know I cannot remember the color right now, but Chanel does their pinks really well. And if you're saying that it's one of the most popular pinks, yeah.
I'm just gonna assume it's one of those that Lindy's bought. She always buys when there's a nice pink. She has so many that she has to sell them. But if it's really pink Sakura, like the same similar shade, then
I think I need both too.
yeah,
Yeah,
you do. You really do
so
need both.
different,
They're
you know,
so
like
different.
Chanel and Hermes, they're just two totally different animals. They're just like you can. It's so hard. Like it's like Chanel is this fashion like see everywhere and still looks so good. Hermes, if you imagine putting H everywhere, something you're like ooh, too much. But when it's simple, it's like wow, it's just.
I think I would have a harder time deciding if it was classic flap small and mini Kelly or Kelly 25. Like I would have a harder time deciding because they both have hardware and they both are super iconic. But mini bolide is such a simple bag. I don't want to say that it's in a bad way. It's really not because I obviously love mine, but it's a really like underrated bag. So there is a time and place for that kind of bag. And it cannot compete with the classic flap or the Kelly. It's just so different. So that's why I feel like you need both. Try to get both.
Yeah. Chanel is glam girl, Hermes is subtle luxury. Yeah, it's so glam. It's so like when you wear it, it's loud. Chanel, like there's nothing subtle about it. I mean, there are subtle pieces, but somehow even the subtleness of it, you're like, oh, it's Chanel. You just know. But Hermes is like if you know kind of thing. But otherwise, it's subtle, quiet luxury. Do people still use that word now? Dated. I like that the mini bolide is discreet. Yeah, it won't clash with my. Yeah.
Actually, now that you say that, maybe try to get the mini bolide first. They're both really hard to get, by the way. Mini size anything is hard, right? At Hermes, and bolide is. I think if you're going for that specific color, it's not gonna be that easy to come by. So put in that wish list soon. So because yeah, I could see why. Because sometimes Chanel, especially with the buttons and like if it's colorful, then it can feel a bit louder. And so having a team down bag actually really works with it.
Yeah.
Whereas not to say that the classic flap wouldn't work. I think it would look so nice together because they're same brand. But if you want the bag to just work with everything, busy or otherwise, then yeah, try to get the mini bolide first. I don't know. I feel like it's easier to get a classic flap these days. There's so many. Unless you're really going for that specific color, then yeah. Classic flap. There's so many. We were just doing the show with Clara last week. Clara was nice enough to last minute come on with me, and it's like classic flap. You want this color, that color, this color. It's like every color under the rainbow was available on this runway. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know, but if anything, I don't know if you're very specific with the color. If anything, I wonder, are you into the color Rose Darling? Because that's also really, really pretty. And I think that one comes. I think that one comes in the Chev Mini Bolide. I think.
Eileen is saying the bags are very different, but I feel the mini bolide will look so pretty in that pink. But take my opinion with a pinch of as I'm biased, more age than Chanel.
Okay. Yeah. Totally fine. And totally, sometimes you do want a simpler bag, like no hardware, just blend in. Sometimes you do want that.
Rose Darling, that's the latest color, right? The almost like super super light baby pink. It's actually really nice. It's like you don't want to commit to a white bag, but you like pink. I think that's like a good start. Because rose sakura is nice, but I feel like it's pinker. It's like pink. No, not this pink. Like pink. I don't know. There's so many shades of pink. But Rose Darling is very pastel, very soft.
Let's see. Can we find a comparison versus? Here we go. Someone already.
I'm sure there's
Googled
comparisons.
Someone already Googled it. So let's see. But then it's different when it's a different leather. Let's see. Can we? We'll just show it anyway. I don't know if it's this, because when they show it in different leathers, and it's not really a true comparison, but we'll just go with it. There we go. I'm gonna show my screen. Okay. Oop, not this one. This one. There you go. Purse pop. So here, Rose Sakura.
Yeah, it's more pink.
And then Rose Darling is like even softer. Like I'm pretty sure under certain lighting, it will look like it's a white color, like especially here.
Yeah.
Rose Darling Chef, natural light. And then here, Rose Darling Chef and direct sun.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a nice pink in a way that it's a chameleon, kind of how I see like the gray pale I have. Like it's really not gray, but it says gray right on the name, but it's kind of like that vibe. Kind of like it just has a hint. So it's there, but it's really more leaning towards white, which is very pretty.
Very popular. Very, very popular.
Yeah, see,
yeah, which is something I was saying. Like you like white, but you don't really want to commit to it, and you like a little pink. This is a good, like, perfect.
It's really nice. I think
really nice.
But I do wonder if I would. I'm just wondering. I don't know. I'm wondering out loud. I'm just wondering if I would still prefer this in the mini bolide. That's just what I'm wondering. Because, especially if you love pink or if you wear a lot of pink, then you still want more pink, right, in the bag. Not quite like this, but, just subtle enough so that it kind of really blends. Although this is not a bad color. It's really nice.
I think any color, maybe like the mini Kelly, any color for the mini bolide will look nice. It's small enough and cute enough that bright colors look super good with it. Pastel colors look really good with it as well. Mauve Savel, I like Mauve Sylvester. I like a little bit of that purpleness. So nice. Oh my god, whose bags are these?
Can't have it all, right? Oh, I wish. They're nice. Yeah. I do like Rose Darling more than Mauve Pale in here. Like this is too dull. Maybe it's just the leather, I'm not sure, but definitely, yeah, this is pretty. And this is pretty. This is pretty. They're all pretty. All right. Can dream a little bit.
Dream a little dream. Joe said, I need a mini bolide. I left the request with my essay. Yes. Ask for gold or eat taupe because I'm boring. Any color.
Not boring. It's a nice color. And it actually suits. It suits the mini bolide. Come on. I got offered a black one. I still took it, okay? Another black one. It's so cute. even in black, I was just like, okay, fine. It's so cute. I couldn't say. I honestly was like, oh, I really did not want to take black. But then it was the only one that our store got. It's like the only
Mm.
color our store got. I think a few people got black mini bully during that time. And I was just like, okay, it's really cute. I've been asking for one, so. But I am hoping, I didn't tell, I didn't, maybe I should bring it up again. Because I was like, right after that, I was like, I do still want a color, okay? Just black all the time. Oh, I guess I just realized afterwards that our store gets a lot of neutrals, like a lot of neutrals. It's harder to get colors here, apparently. Go figure.
Mm.
Blue Egyptian. I was very bad since the last show. I purchased 2 more Chanel ready to wear. Fall winter 2014-15 supermarket pink tweed jacket. The one worn by the lady who was with her husband. Oh, which one is that? Anyway, nice. Nice.
Serpentine bag. That was. Oh, nice. Ooh, what do you think of the mini bolide limited edition caramel?
Oh, is it the one with the stickers? The patches, the stickers? It must be. Oh, okay, I'll look it up.
I don't remember this.
I'm not sure if I'll find it, but
Oh, she's saying yes. Fong saying yes.
it must be
With
that
the
one. Yeah.
sticker.
Okay, I think I found it. I think. Let me see. Is that a picture that I can see? Yeah, it is. It is. There you go. So it's almost, well, it's caramel, so it's not quite the color gold, but it's basically like, camel color. So there you go here. What do we think? I have my thoughts about it.
Oh, no. Sorry. It's too LV around the world.
I don't know. It's still different, but um I'm not opposed to it, okay? It's just that the only thing I wasn't keen on is, wow, I don't know why the price was so ridiculous.
Huh?
Like it was way
Thing says she has one, and you love it in black. Sorry, it's
yeah,
not
it's
for me.
nice. I'm that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not opposed to the limited edition, but it's just the price was so ridiculous. Wasn't it like more than double or something? I can't remember. It was very,
Mm.
very expensive. Like
It's a
obviously this is
special one.
yeah. It must come in a blue box, right? It does it come in a blue box? Can you
Yeah.
confirm? Yeah, there you go. That's why. It's very special. So, do I like it enough that I'm like I must get it? I don't know because I'll never get offered one, so I can't even think of this scenario. But if I did, would I really, really take it? Maybe not because I don't really want this color.
Mm.
That would have made my decision a lot easier. If it was okay, I don't know. If it was a more special color than this, more special to me, then I would go for it. But I think for you, or for a lot of other people, caramel, sesame, those colors work very good. For me, it's just washes me out for some reason. It's very tricky. I'm like very tricky with me with the camel color.
Yeah. I think for me, I might get tired of the patches over time. But I'm not sure. I wouldn't if it was the same
Yeah.
price, but because you're paying a premium on it, you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
really like the patch look, then commit
God,
to it.
it's really
But
expensive.
otherwise you might tire of it after a while because um yeah, because the mini bolide on its own is supposed to be a little bit more simple, right? And then you can dress it up with your own charms. large charms, small charms, and then your outfit can be so crazy, and yet the bag will go, or your outfit can be so simple and the bag's still cute. So I feel like once you add the patches, you gotta, yeah, it'll just change the whole dynamic of how you use the bag.
The way I see with limited editions is I'm not opposed to limited edition as long as it's like it's still like a very, an example I can give, right? Like the studs, the stud version. That I would be like, oh my gosh, all over it. Even though, yeah, the price is also what, how many times more? But I would be all over it. Or obviously like the blue box type of bags, like the what's it called again? Kelly Dissolve or Kelly, what's the other one?
Oh, so manifesting thing is saying it is 100-year anniversary edition. I mean, it is special. So
Yeah.
I think you have to like the patches, and I think the patches are done quite tastefully. They're not like all over and just like it. So it's just 3 on both sides, and they're sort of like, you know, little amoebas. So they're nicely done. So, but you have to like the look. That's it. So some people will like it. I think for me, I had but you know, for my kind of dressing, actually this kind of bag would be better because I just dress like this, so the bag would be my standout piece.
Yeah, to each their own, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna answer this question. So, any advice on how to clean a silk scarf? So I usually, with mine, I usually spot clean if I, like if I notice it right away, I spot clean. And by spot clean, I mean like literally run to the, to the washroom and just that spot, like, use a little bit of soap on my hands and then like clean it that way and then rinse it right away, right? So that way you can keep them clean for a longer time without bringing it to the dry cleaner too often, because you're always trying to clean immediately. I think that's the best way in a way. I also steam my scarf once in a while, especially because I do wear them as tops, so they get really wrinkly, and the steam will also kill bacteria and stuff like that. So unless it's like, you've been really wearing it every day, you're sweating in it and everything, then yeah, I think dry cleaning is still the best way, because that's what's the recommended instructions. But otherwise, I can do a lot of just my own kind of hand cleaning, like spot cleaning myself and steaming myself.
I just wash my scarves.
Like in cold water and like a bucket.
Yeah. But I don't do like no, it's a really quick spin.
Yeah, so like
kind
of drape it in. You kind of just soak it a little bit,
Sure.
right?
No soaking. Eileen, my Bolide 25 is now Labubu and Jellycat. Once you start, you cannot stop, okay? I'm telling you.
I don't know. Everyone is like on Labubu online. Seriously, on Instagram, everybody, okay? From, what's her name? From the really like social like to like everybody literally. And I'm like, oh, it's crazy.
Are you missing out? I'm telling you, it's crazy. I just got a new delivery of clothes.
I don't think I'm missing out. But then I don't even know where to buy them. So it's okay. I'm not missing out.
You can see them in the background. There they are.
Oh, good for you. It's like, it's so crazy, the trend. Wow.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against it. You do you, right? Like I don't even know where to buy it, so it's fine.
But after a few, then you'll be like, okay, that's it, I'm done. So now I've got a Chanel Labubu, an LV. Chanel, LV, and an LV. I got 2 LV Labubus. I'm gonna make 1 Prada Labubu, and then 1 more is I'm waiting to make an Hermes Labubu, but I don't know why these, third party stores, they haven't made any H clothing, H bags. Okay, so we'll just wait.
Oh, I see. What would you want? Like a Birkin? Like a little Birkin?
Yeah.
Wait,
okay,
don't
okay,
you
okay.
already
Hang on,
have a
let me
little
show you.
Birkin's charm from
Okay, wait, wait,
like
wait, wait,
the
wait, wait, wait.
charms? I think you already have one, no?
No, too big. Okay,
Oh,
so
is it?
anyway, I got a little.
Uh, oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, but you see, it came with a metal
Uh-huh.
string, like a
Also, it's not
chain. So
authentic.
it's not, no, it's not authentic enough.
Not
So
authentic looking again yet.
yeah, so I don't have time, but I'm gonna like buy some like black ribbon, black leather,
Mhm.
like some fake PVC, and let's redo it. But at least I got the body. Look at that, like a rubber body.
Yeah. You can put
Sick.
crossbody, no one will see it.
So sick, I'm telling you. Where are all my love? Okay, that's one, two. Yeah, there are quite a few hanging around my I'm staring at them. I'm planning to do like a Labubu haul.
Okay, we've got another question. Have a Chanel XXL airline flap for 2 years and still can't find a way to use it. Should I let it go? Yes.
Ooh.
That's the thing, like, if it's been 2 years and you don't use it, chances are you're just feeling so guilty that you're not using it.
Yeah.
I think it's harder to for the thought of letting it go, but once it's gone,
Yeah.
you might not even think about it. Especially if you truly haven't used it for 2 years straight, and then you might not even cross your mind. I think it's just the thought of letting it go that scares you.
Mm. Let it go. Just like our Deauville goodbye. Do you miss it?
I don't even think about it. It's been replaced by so many bags in between already.
Exactly.
I mean, I could see why the airline flap is, like, a little bit more special, right? Those don't really come very often. So, I mean, it's hard, right? Like, you can make, arguments on both sides all day long. But at the end of the day, like, think about whether you would ever repurchase it if you
Mm.
really, really regret it. Like, if you're never gonna repurchase it, then yeah, let it go. But if you have even a slight bit of doubt that you might want to repurchase one day, then maybe hold on to it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. It was fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love looking at these new collections, especially when they're exciting and they're really like nice to look at. So yeah, you saw the calendar. Just follow us on our community, and then yeah, next week we'll be back again on Kat's channel, and yeah, we'll talk to you then.
Yeah. And tomorrow we have
Oh yeah,
the
tomorrow
Uber.
too. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, tomorrow also on my channel, Members Live. Show and tell. Yeah. So yeah, see you tomorrow for the members. Okay. Bye
Yep.
guys. Good
Bye.
night.